Hello folks, just going to film the last lot from great big egg box full of egg containers that contain logo golf balls. I've got 4 more dozen to show you, so let's get to it. That noise you can probably hear is I've got a fan on because it's so blooming hot today. So let's get to it. Hormel Foods, never heard of them. All of these should be used golf balls. I mean, I'm not complaining if any of them are brand new, but I believe these are all used golf balls that somebody's collected and sold to me. Mr. Turkey. Okay, well in England we have someone called Bernard Matthews who advertises turkeys at Christmas. Mr. Turkey is a brand I've not heard of before. Okay, next. What is that? Almost looks like the Alpine Stars logo that you see on lots of motorbikes and racing cars, but that's not Alpine Stars. So it says Swift, and then it says what does that say? EC Crick. I have absolutely no idea what that company is, what they do. And that's strange. Pinnacle Gold. Oh, there we go. That must be part of the logo then. Normally where you print part of the golf ball name, it's got there, Armour Swift Ecric. So that's what that company is. That explains it. Be able to look that up, see what they do. Next, Stroofers. Stroofers. Don't know what they do. Presumably it's a food brand. Next, that's that same company, Ecric Light. Well, light often refers to beer, doesn't it? Light beer, and that's got some damage to it. It's probably hit a tree and thorns have gone in there. You see that? Pro Staff. Okay. Next, Dubuque. Is that how you say it? Absolutely no idea what that is. If you know what any of these are, please leave me a comment on the video and help me out. Explain what they are. Around Tour LP is a type of ball, lithium Serlin, and the logo is Red Baron Frozen Pizza. Red Baron was obviously, I think it was a World War I German Nazi pilot. Quite what they've decided to call a frozen pizza brand after that, I don't know. But anyway, and that's not a very common type of ball. Next, Oscar Mayer. I've definitely seen this logo before on stuff, probably when I've been walking around a supermarket in America. But Oscar Mayer, can't think what exactly they do. Is it hot dogs maybe? I could be wrong. Don't know what that is. Hopefully that'll come off. Almost looks like a drop of paint or something. Anyway, Oscar Mayer, something to do with food. Next, JL Craft. Don't know what they do exactly. Mcgregor Tour Classic. That's probably the first time I've had this type of ball before. I've had Mcgregors before, but I don't think I've had Mcgregor Tour Classic. Okay. Next, Hot Pockets brand. Hot Pockets, what would that be? Titleist Pro V1392, so this is a Balata ball, the softer cover. Lots of the professional golfers use this type of ball, and these are blooming expensive. These are £48 for a dozen in England. £48, that's got to be like $60 or something like that. Expensive. Next, Chicken of the Sea. So that's tuna, isn't it? For some reason, some Americans call tuna chicken of the sea. What a strange... Oh, there you go. And it says something tuna down the bottom. Can't... What does that say? Undersea. It says something and then tuna. No, I Can't quite read that. That is tiny writing. Brand tuna, I think that says. So chicken of the sea brand tuna. That's what you call bad logo design. If you can't read something on your logo, that's not good enough. So anyway, chicken of the sea, that's a brand of tuna. I've never had that. I mean, I've eaten loads of tuna, but I've never had that brand. Next, quality. What on earth does that say? CH. Oh, checked. CHEKD. Is that what that says? Quality checked, I think. And that's that. So that's the first dozen out of the 4 dozen I'm about to show you. Very nice. Let's get to the next dozen. Tip them out. So here we go. Let's carry on. Batter's Box Sports Pub. Well, we certainly have a lot of pubs in England. Public houses where you go and buy drink, alcohol. They usually have sport on the TV for people to watch. Snooker table, you know what I mean. Just in case you don't know what a pub is, if you're watching this from another country. Pub stands for public house where people get drunk, basically. ARA Services. Never heard of that. And that's on a Dunlop Blue Max. Again, this is quite an old type of golf ball. I believe these date from about the 1960s. I could be wrong, but I think that's when they are roughly. Next, Blue Giraffe, Sanibel Island, mybluegiraffe.com. Well, there you go. You can easily look up what that is. Nice enough condition ball. Next, the Carom Room. Never heard of it, don't know what it is. Ball's good condition. Next, Sharky's Q and Brew. So another kind of sports bar, I presume. Ball's very good condition. Close to perfect, I'd say. Next, Cleats Club Seat Grill. Cleats are some sort of shoe, aren't they? With, I'm not sure what sport or anything you use cleats in, but anyway, Cleats Club Seat Grill. That's on a Wilson. Well, just a Wilson ball, okay. Next, the Elbow Bar and Grill Room. Don't know where that is. Nice condition ball. Ah, this is a good one. This is why I wanted this pack, I think. A Scorpion. Slight damage to the logo, unfortunately, but it's still good enough as a Scorpion shape. And I don't know what company that represents. Revolution S is the type of ball. But I like that one. Next, Bleachers Sports Bar. Don't know where that is. Next, that's a nice big logo. God, that is a big logo. Pretzel, which nearly killed George Bush. Do you remember? Beer. Don't know what that's supposed to be. Looks like parsnip or something. Radishes. Magnum Tour, again, not a common type of ball to me. Could be the first time I've ever had that. So I don't know what that logo is for. Next, GFS, Garden Food Service. Oh, Gordon, sorry, not Garden, Gordon. I believe that says. Is that a G-O? Yeah. Gordon Food Service. Okie dokie. Don't know what they do. Well, I mean, I've never heard of them. Next, First Watch, the Daytime Cafe. Nice logo. First Watch. It's a daytime cafe. I don't know where that is. And that's on a Nike ball, just says Nike. So there you go, that's the second dozen all filmed for you. And let's get to the third dozen. So, Canadian Club. Now I believe that's whiskey, and I know that because they sponsored an IndyCar, and I watch IndyCar. You know, the racing cars that look like Formula 1 cars but are raced in America and occasionally Canada. So Canadian Club is a brand of whiskey, and that's the type of ball it's on. Very good condition, that one. Next, Crown Royal. I believe that's alcoholic drink. Maybe it's a brand of beer. Crown Royal. Slight bit of damage to the O of the Crown Royal there. Top Flight 2. Used to get these roughly 1990, 1991-ish. That could date that. Next, E&J VSOP. Never heard of it, so I don't know anything about that company, what they do. Next, Drambuie. Definitely an alcoholic drink because I remember buying my grandmother a bottle of that once at Christmas. Drambuie, I don't remember if I liked it or not, but she gave me some to try, a liqueur. Drambuie, that's why I wanted this pack probably. Scuffed ball, but Drambuie reminded me of my grandma. Next, Southern Comfort. Take It. I don't know what the Take It part of Southern Comfort is, but I think that's probably somebody's pen mark to mark their ball. But Southern Comfort, alcoholic drink. I'm sure I've drunk some of that. And that's the type of ball. And it's absolutely pouring here in England at the moment. We've just had a thunderstorm go past us, lightning, etc. Schweppes. That's definitely sold in England, this brand. Schweppes is lemonade. Bottles of lemonade. 2 litre bottles sold in newsagents, etc. Pro V1, so that's a Bellata ball, one of the balls that cost about £4 new. In terms of what I paid for these off somebody, I'd have to check, but maybe one day I'll sell my entire collection. Well over 1,000 golf balls now. Burnett's Crown Select Gin. I've never heard of that particular brand of gin. I have drunk gin before and I don't like it. Next, the famous Grouse Finest Scotch. Well, the Scotch whiskey made in Scotland. Certainly heard of that brand. I don't know whether I've ever had that. Maybe I have. I'm not a particular big fan of Scotch. Next, Old Granddad. Old Granddad is a brand. That's weird. Presumably that's an alcoholic drink. Never heard of it. And that's on a Pinnacle. Just Pinnacle. Okay. Next, Johnny Walker. Yeah, I'm sure you've all heard of that. That's one of the most famous brands of Scotch whisky. Johnny Walker. And their black label whisky, and I think they've got one that's red label, etc. So, but you can see the ball is miscoloured quite a bit. That colour's whitish. Look at that colour, yellow. So I don't know whether that's sun damage or whether that's been in a lake or something. I don't know. Next, the Glenlivet. Again, I believe is that a whiskey? I think. I've never bought a bottle of that, but I think that's a brand of whiskey. And these type of balls, again, these date to somewhere like 1990-ish. Next, J&B. Again, another whiskey brand. I think that's in the brilliant film called The Thing from 1982 with Kurt Russell, where they aliens can shapeshift into the shape of dogs. It's a really good film. Watch that film, The Thing, and they have that brand of J&B on a bottle of whiskey in that film there with Kurt Russell drinking it. So there you go. So that's that. So they're obviously all alcohol related. That's that one. And then let's get to the last of these 4 dozen balls I'm showing in this particular video. Tip those out. And what theme are these balls going to be? Let's have a look. What does that say? Festa Italiana, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Presumably that's an Italian restaurant, I presume. Good condition ball. Next. Montgomery Inn, and I'm trying to see what the smaller. World famous Montgomery Inn. The something king. I can't quite work out what that other word is. What is that? What's that word there? The RI. I'm not sure what that word's supposed to be. Ribs, maybe? I don't know. World famous Montgomery Inn. Okay. Well, it may be world famous to you, but it's not to me. I've never heard of it. Next. Oh, what's this? Deja Vu Showgirls. Presumably some kind of bar with exotic dancers. Ram Tour XDC, not particularly common type of ball. Next. Scott Miller. Aha, there we go, Hooters. Brand of restaurants in America which I believe are, I think they get their waitresses to wear tight tops to show off their boobs, basically. Only in America, Hooters. I don't know what the Scott Miller part of that is, but... And no, I've never been to one of those. I've never even seen one of those in America. Next. That's weird. Don't know what that represents. Aha, here we go. Oh, Larry Flint's Hustler Club. Well, Larry Flint, famously pornographer. He was shot by somebody and ended up spending the rest of his life in a wheelchair. Somebody that was anti-pornography shot him, and there's a film about his life. Larry Flint's Hustler Club. Woody Harrelson is the actor that plays Larry Flint in the film. Can't remember if the film was any good or not, to be honest. Oh, that's the state of Texas shape. B.T. Bones. Well, T-bone steak. And I remember, oh, there you go. I guess that star there is the place where it is. Don't know where exactly in Texas that star would be. But I've been to past there's another place in Texas where you can eat a massive great steak. If you manage to eat the steak within an hour, you get to have it for free. It's huge. It's like 64-ounce steak or something. It's like bigger than a dinner plate. And you get, it's also, I think they live stream anybody doing this eating challenge on the internet. You get a free t-shirt and a free meal if you do it. I would never attempt that. It would probably kill me eating that amount of meat in one go. As you can see, the ball is not great condition. Don't know why it's changed colour like that. Don't know if that's water damage or what. Anyway, T-bone steaks in Texas. Next, Damon's Grill. Don't know where that is. Logo's slightly scuffed. Next, HB, which is, oh god, slight scuffing to that. Hof Brauhaus Newport. Hof Brauhaus Newport. Don't know what they do. Sounds like a beer, really. Next. American Express. This is probably why I wanted this one. Type of credit card. I've never had this type of credit card, but they've been in England since the 1980s at least. I used to see them. The leaflets, in order to join American Express, they were in the railway station at Cambridge, England, for people to pick up. So, there we go. The 4 farthings, what does that say? Tavern and Grill, I presume. The 4 farthings Tavern and Grill, and then it's got American Express. Well, what's that got to do with American Express? Okay. Next. Toby's Steakhouse on the lake. And presumably that's the shape of the lake. So where's that? Never heard of it, and I don't know what lake that is. pinnacle that's a bit scuffed, but interesting. Next, Airmont Diner. Nice big clear logo. I have no idea where that is. Airmont Diner. Okay. And the last one in this particular pack is Steak Loft Mystique CT. Is that Connecticut? And you've got someone on a unicycle bringing the food to the table. Steak Loft. Interesting. Okay, so that's that dozen. So that's the, just to quickly show you one more time. So that's that dozen. That's that other dozen I showed you. The third lot is those. And the fourth lot is those. Underneath this video I'll write a description, and under the description I will leave a link for you to click on so that you can find my other logo golf ball videos. I must have over 30 videos now to watch, if you want to watch them, and then you'll be able to see my entire logo golf ball collection. They are possibly for sale in the future, so I'm open to offers. It would have to be in the thousands of pounds because I've already spent thousands of pounds. So I don't think you're going to offer me £500 for 1,000 golf balls. That's not happening. It's not even going to be £1,000. It's going to be upwards of, I don't know. I don't even know, to be honest. I'd have to work it out, but probably, well, thousands of pounds at absolute minimum. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye bye. Don't forget to look at my other videos.